Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
And this is Megan with Believe in the Run.
And we're here between two shoes.
Today we are talking about the... Oh, you want to name yours first?
I mean, I can.
You're pointing at it.
The Puma Deviate Nitro 2.
Versus the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3. So the Speed 3, I loved the update to this shoe. They widened the base, the platform to make it a little bit more stable. They added stack and they lightened up the foam and made it a little bit more squishy, which I personally love.
This shoe was a nice update and I think it's a really nice trainer, but it kind of lost a little bit of the magic that it had in the previous version. You don't feel that way?
I don't feel that way at all. I think it was a great update. I much prefer the 3 over the 2.
I think where my problem might be is they really did open up this toe box and make the wider platform. I don't need it. I like that more narrow, racy, razor-like feel.
All right, well, and then you have the Puma Deviate Nitro 2 here. These updates I also thought were great. They added some padding to the collar and heel.
No more heel lift.
So no more heel lift. They added this Nitro Elite foam, so you get a very bouncy, responsive ride.
A little softer under the toe.
Yeah, they reworked the plate a bit. Added some power tape, but I just thought overall this was a really great update to the shoe.
I mean, if you're gonna talk about updates over the previous version, this one definitely wins that battle. This is so much better than the original Deviate Nitro, but they came back and it had a nice foam. It had promise. Well, this shoe delivers on that promise where that one didn't. Major problem with the last one was the heel counter was not just not good, it could sometimes cause blisters and a lot of people complained about it, and it also had a lot of heel lift. This one, no heel lift.
The reason we're comparing these two shoes is because they do have a lot of similarities. The stack height is very similar, so you've got 30 millimeters, 8 millimeter drop.
And then in the speed, we got 36, 28. Again, Meg, do the math.
So another 8 millimeter drop.
So Meg, both these shoes have a composite plate wedged into the newer foam, and both of them provide a snappy ride because of the plate. In your opinion, between the two shoes, when you're running in this one, which one do you think the plate feels more noticeable?
You know, I really struggle with that because I feel like both of these shoes give a really nice pop, but it just is slightly different pop. Whereas I feel like you maybe sink into the Endorphin Speed a little bit more and you get that responsive bounce on the way up. I feel like this foam works a little bit more in tandem with the plate where it's not so much of a sinking and popping, it's more of just I don't know how to explain it.
I think it just has that energy return. For me, this one has a crispy feel underfoot. Like when you're running, you get that snap, snap, snap off the toes of this one, where this one's more, like Megan was saying, integrated into the shoe. So it's more of like a land, feel that softness underfoot. You were saying soft on this one. I actually think the Pro Form sinks in a little bit more and then gives you that pop off the toe. So both shoes do what they're intended to do. They provide a really comfortable ride while still giving you the benefit of a plate.
Another difference or similarity here, pretty same cost. So $170 for the Saucony, $160 for the Puma.
The Puma ones typically go on sale a little bit faster than the Saucony ones. I'm sure that depending on demand, we may see this one drop in price a little bit. Both I feel at those prices though are pretty standard in the range. So it's not gonna make a difference for me on price. It really is just gonna come down to feel and style.
This is a really, really tough one for me. I really like both shoes. I think if I had to choose only one, I'm going with the Saucony Endorphin Speed.
See, and I would say that's a pretty good choice, but I saved this one since Meg didn't bring it up. The Puma grip on the bottom of this shoe. So that just makes this shoe a lot more versatile, especially as we go into these winter months and we have those rain, slush, just nasty conditions. This Puma grip can handle it. You can see on the bottom of the shoe, there's enough little knobbage here that it can almost be used as a light trail shoe, I would think. The soft landing of this Nitro Elite under your foot paired with that nice snap off on the plate, that puts this one ahead for me. I also, if I have to say looks, purely on this one, I know people get annoyed when we comment on looks, but if you're coming down to nitty gritty and it's just slight changes, I think I'd rather have this shoe on my foot than this blue guy.
I mean, I have to agree with that. Here's the thing, you can't go wrong here.
So check them both out. Let us know if you've tried both shoes, what your opinion is. But again, the major difference that I'm gonna hold out for is a little bit softer feel underfoot with a better traction and grip on the Puma grip there. For the Deviate Nitro 2 is gonna win for me.